Welcome to Insightful Gaming. Today, we're diving into a Solar Warlock build that will transform your Guardian into an unstoppable powerhouse in Destiny 2. Whether you're new to the game or a seasoned veteran, this build is easy to follow and incredibly effective in both PvE and PvP. The focus is on maximizing Rift energy, spamming fusion grenades, and unleashing devastating ignitions that can obliterate enemies. At the heart of this build is the exotic chest piece, Starfire Protocol, which creates a seamless feedback loop of grenades and rifts, making you practically invincible. By the end of this guide, you'll have a detailed understanding of how to optimize your subclass, armor mods, and weapons to make the most of this synergy. If you find this guide helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Insightful Gaming for more Destiny 2 builds and tips. Let's dive into the details and make you a Solar Warlock expert. For those unfamiliar with exotic armor, the Starfire Protocol unique perks that can drastically enhance your playstyle. Starfire Protocol, one of the best Warlock exotics, is at the core of this build. This chest piece offers 3 incredible benefits. First, it gives you an additional fusion grenade charge, allowing you to throw 2 grenades instead of 1. Second, it regenerates grenade energy when you deal weapon damage inside an empowering rift, meaning you can constantly recharge your grenades while firing weapons. Third, grenade kills restore rift energy, enabling you to cast your rift more frequently. These perks combine to create an infinite feedback loop: cast a rift, deal weapon damage to regenerate grenades, throw grenades to kill enemies, and regenerate your rift. This loop is not only satisfying but also incredibly powerful, especially for endgame PvE content like Nightfalls, raids, and dungeons. The gameplay loop for this build is simple yet highly effective. It begins with casting your Empowering Rift, which activates Starfire Protocol's grenade regeneration perk. While standing in the rift, your weapon damage recharges your grenade energy. You then throw fusion grenades, which are enhanced by the Touch of Flame aspect to explode twice, dealing massive damage and applying Scorch to enemies. Grenade kills restore your rift energy, allowing you to cast another rift as soon as it's off cooldown. While this is happening, your solar weapons, especially those with the incandescent perk, spread Scorch to nearby enemies, triggering additional ignitions. The loop is straightforward: place your rift, throw grenades, deal weapon damage, and repeat. It's a simple but highly rewarding cycle that makes you feel unstoppable in both PvE and PvP. Let's break down your subclass setup to ensure you maximize the potential of this build. For your super ability, you'll want to use Well of Radiance in PvE. This super provides healing and a damage buff for you and your teammates, making it ideal for raids, dungeons, and Nightfalls. If you're playing solo or in PvP, you can swap to Daybreak for a more offensive option. Your grenade of choice is the Fusion Grenade, which sticks to enemies and deals significant damage. This grenade is the centerpiece of the build, as it synergizes perfectly with Starfire Protocol. For your melee ability, use Celestial Fire, a ranged melee that shoots out 3 solar projectiles. This ability is excellent for applying Scorch to enemies from a distance. Finally, your class ability is Empowering Rift, which boosts your weapon damage and triggers the grenade regeneration effect from Starfire Protocol. While Healing Rift is useful in certain situations, Empowering Rift is essential for this build. The 2 aspects that tie this build together are Touch of Flame and Hellion. Touch of Flame enhances your fusion grenades, making them explode twice for increased damage and Scorch application. This aspect is a must-have for any grenade-focused build. Hellion, on the other hand, summons a solar mortar when you cast your rift. This mortar lobs projectiles at enemies, applying Scorch and creating additional synergy with your fragments. Speaking of fragments, there are 4 that work perfectly with this build. Ember of Singeing increases your rift energy regeneration when you scorch targets, which happens frequently thanks to Hellion and your grenades. Ember of Ashes allows you to apply more Scorch stacks to enemies, accelerating the process of triggering ignitions. Ember of Eruption increases the radius of your ignitions, making them even more effective at clearing groups of enemies. Finally, Ember of Searing grants melee energy and creates fire sprites when you defeat scorched enemies. Fire sprites further reduce ability cooldowns, keeping the feedback loop running smoothly. When it comes to stats, prioritizing the right ones is crucial to the success of this build. Your top priority should be Discipline, which directly reduces your grenade cooldown. Aim for 100 Discipline to maximize your grenade uptime. Next, focus on Resilience, which provides a 30% damage reduction in PvE activities. This stat is essential for surviving in high difficulty content like Grandmaster Nightfalls. Finally, invest in Recovery, which speeds up your Rift cooldown and improves your overall survivability. Aim for at least 70 Recovery to ensure your abilities are always ready when you need them. Your weapon choices should complement this build by maximizing Scorch application and damage output. For your primary weapon, use Callus Mini Tool with the Incandescent perk. This solar SMG spreads Scorch to nearby enemies on kills, creating ignitions and regenerating your abilities. For your special weapon, a grenade launcher like Witherhoard is an excellent choice for good damage against tougher enemies. Finally, for your heavy weapon, use Apex Predator, a solar rocket launcher with the Bait and Switch perk for boss DPS. To amplify this build even further, you'll want to equip the right armor mods. Start with Ashes to Assets on your helmet, which grants super energy on grenade kills. On your gauntlets, use Firepower, which generates orbs of power when you get grenade kills. These orbs fuel your other mods and abilities. We are also using 2 bolstering detonation mods for class ability energy when you cause damage with your grenade. For your chest armor, focus on resilience mods or damage resistance mods like Concussive Dampener to improve survivability. We are also using Charged Up to increase the maximum number of stacks of armor charge, which will be used by the utility Kickstart mod. On your leg armor, equip Innovation to reduce grenade cooldown when you pick up orbs of power, Recuperation to heal when collecting orbs, and Insulation for reducing the class ability cooldown. Finally, for your class item, use utility Kickstart to refund Rift energy when you cast your Rift and 2 bomber mods to reduce grenade cooldown when you activate your class ability. This mod setup ensures your abilities are always ready to go. In conclusion, this build revolves around Starfire Protocol, empowering you to spam grenades and rifts while creating massive ignitions to clear enemies. By combining the right subclass setup, weapons, armor mods, and stats, you'll become an unstoppable Solar Warlock capable of taking on any challenge Destiny 2 throws at you. Whether you're playing endgame PvE content or having fun in the Crucible, this build delivers both power and satisfaction. If you found this guide helpful, let me know in the comments what your favorite Solar Warlock setup is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more epic builds and tips from Insightful Gaming. Until next time, Guardians, stay radiant.